Good morning. How's everyone out there doing? I am here with the marvelous Mel Kelly, author of these two amazing books. And this book has inspired this show, Disastrous Dating Advice with Mel Kelly.
How are you all doing? I'm here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author of these two fantastic books, The Project Manager and The Consummate Communicator. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today.
And Mel, it's the day before Valentine's Day.
Yes, it's a very romantic day, isn't it?
Yes. And so, what kind of disastrous dating tips do you have? Well, we can start there. Do not snort at Valentine's Day. This is not a good way to no.
Valentine's Day is just such a commercial operation. It's just something that was invented by Hallmark or whoever it is that makes cards and whoever it is that makes flowers. And it's just, it's a commercial gimmick.
But you can say that about any holiday, Mel.
Yeah, but then it's girls. It's taking advantage of girls in a way, because it's if there's a woman there and she doesn't get her flowers and her chocolates and her cards, then she feels all neglected and her partner is not treating her right. But maybe her partner just doesn't, or her wannabe partner just doesn't buy into that whole commercialism of love. I mean, is love based on money? Is love based on commercialism and greed, or should love be just based on, I don't know, what do you say?
So, Mal, what about all the non-material things that you could do to show your love and appreciation to your partner or someone that you're dating?
Yeah, go for a walk.
Yeah, or massage their feet after the walk.
Oh God!
And nothing says love like a foot massage. I'm just saying. I mean, you want to show me you love me? Don't buy me flowers. Like rub my feet. Oh my gosh! I'm just saying.
There has been movies about people being thrown off balconies because they did foot massages. So is a foot massage, is that wooing? Is that romantic? Is that cheating?
Well, I think when it comes to what's works, it has to be between, those two people, or if you're polyamorous, whatever your agreement happens to be, no judgment here. But the thing is when it comes to Valentine's Day and wooing, I think there's a lot of courtship opportunity that can be non-material.
Such as, so I like you're saying to your potential partner, just give them a virtual box of chocolates, a virtual flowers, a virtual dinner out, or
well, what about a real dinner in? Like, what about instead of going out, you just make a super romantic dinner and
you could order McDonald's in. You could order McDonald's in. I mean,
hey, it isn't my national food. Don't be mocking.
McDonald's and Budweiser. That would be the perfect dinner in. Do you think that would woo?
Well, I think that you have to be culturally aware, though. For instance, KFC is the most popular Christmas dinner in Japan. I mean, people in different cultures have different things.
You can Google that. Rubbish. Who told you that?
You can look this up. People wait hours in line for KFC in Japan
on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Oh, come on. That's such rubbish. In Japan, they don't eat American food. They don't eat such rubbish American food like that. They're going to make them fat and give them heart disease. The point being is the Japanese.
They're not eating Irish food?
No, of course they're not. They don't even know where Ireland is. They don't even know where Ireland is.
Everybody does. There's an Irish bar in like every community. It's like a law.
Yeah, but they go there for the drink, not for the food.
But no, this is not wooing. Argumenting. That's a new word. Being argumentative and arguing is not
so you're telling me if you had a Japanese partner, you'd be trying to woo them with KFC?
If that's like what they wanted?
They don't. Japanese people don't necessarily want KFC. That's just a rubbish fact that you've pulled out of from under your armpit there or something like that. That's just a makey-uppy fact.
But the point is, you should woo people how they want to be wooed, Mel.
You're telling me that Japanese want to be wooed with KFC?
I don't think you can judge an entire culture. I think that you have to look at each individual as unique and special. Do you represent all Irishmen? No, you were banned from the country. That's why you had to move to Germany now.
So you're telling me that you, as an American, you could be wooed with McDonald's?
No. But I did have a unique experience.
But if it was a McDonald's, it was a double big, double big.
No. When I was in Germany, my neighbors
with chips and mayo and tomato ketchup.
We don't do mayo and ketchup in America.
It's just ketchup.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no mayonnaise.
Yeah, with high fructose corn syrup. It's kind of gross.
You don't do mayonnaise with chips in the US.
Well, first of all, we call them fries.
We call them French fries. Oh,
Yes.
you don't call them French fries anymore.
But I don't really eat that kind of food
Okay.
because I'm shallow. And yeah, there's that. I mean, I would love to eat that kind of food, but I'm not in my 20s anymore. But
Okay.
Mel, you are completely, like most men, avoiding the topic, which
I'm
we
not.
agreed about for the
I'm
show,
talking about
which
dinner
is the
in. I'm
fine
organizing.
art of courtship and wooing.
I'm organizing the dinner in here. And you're saying if it's a Japanese partner, I should be ordering KFC. If it's an American girl, I should be ordering McDonald's.
I in no way, in any way, do not, people, do not do this. Okay, Mel's giving you really, really, really bad advice. Okay, but Mel, what
If it's an
about?
Irish girl, just ordering a couple of pints of Guinness. Well, what more could you want? There you go. You happy now? I've mocked all the cultures now.
There's many cultures you haven't even mocked yet.
I've started mocking the cultures. Okay,
Like one thing I really love in Germany is those little heart cookies. The Ich liebe dich cookies. Oh, those are,
oh, that's
those are amazing.
such rubbish things. But then I mean the thing is when we talk about wooing, why is it always about wooing the woman? I mean, what about wooing the man? What do you do to woo the man?
You don't
I mean,
like
it's
foot
always
massages?
implied. Huh?
I said you don't like foot massages back.
Well, I mean, when we talk about wooing, it's always about wooing the woman. That's implied. So what about wooing the man? How would you woo the man?
So here's a question for you. A universal question that comes up. I mean, but do men want to be wooed, and do men want to be pursued, or do they want to be the pursuer in a
Wow.
traditional boy-girl relationship? Because I think there's obviously other nuances in, same-sex relationships and polyamorous, but like we should probably get some guests on the show from those kind of relationships sometime. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
Find out
absolutely.
like what other people value.
Right.
But
So
what about those things, Mo?
wooing. What that the man wants
Wooing
to
for the man.
the man wants to hunt the woman and he wants to be the caveman and he wants to pick her up
I mean,
like
Mel,
he
you're certainly
pick
a
her up
caveman.
like pick her up by the hair and drag her back to the cave like he did thousands of years ago. Is that what you're asking?
Mel, you are representing all men on the planet, everywhere.
I am representing all men everywhere from all times.
Yes.
From all times. How long ago is Stone Age? How long ago is Stone Age? Caveman times? Is it 50,000 years ago? Is it 100,000 years? I thought you were American. I thought you knew everything.
Americans don't know everything. I certainly don't know everything.
Well, Google is American, isn't it? And
But,
Google
we
knows
were
everything.
talking about Ross and Rachel on the last show, and Ross was a
Right.
paleontologist. I bet he would know.
Oh, right. Okay. So anyway,
if
on
Ross were a
behalf
real person and not a character on a TV show, he would know.
on behalf of all men from all times, you want an answer?
Yes.
Do men want to chase the woman, or do men want the woman to chase him?
Do men want to be wooed?
Well, it depends how you would woo them. We're much more simple. We would be wooed with much simpler things, with a beer or a sandwich, something like. We could be wooed with McDonald's or KFC, I would think, and a can of beer, or a bottle of beer, or something like that. That would be a very simple way. But then it gets complicated when it goes the other way around, because then it has to be nice food and flowers and wine, and it gets all very complicated then. Whereas I think men could be wooed on much simpler, basic things. I think we'd just be grateful if somebody gave us something for free.
So you just want a sandwich?
A sandwich, a burger, chips with mayo and ketchup, perhaps, a beer as part of the what? You don't look convinced. You don't look convinced.
No, I think it goes back to the beginning that we all have to know our partners, and then you woo them according to how they wish to be wooed.
Okay, fair enough. But what happens if you don't know your partner? You're trying to woo them. You're trying to, they're not actually your partner yet. You would like them to be your partner.
Well, as I'm looking over my shoulder at the consummate communicator, I think communications is key, Mal. And one thing you can do is just ask.
I see you've never dated a girl.
You are very astute, sir. Okay, Mel. The fine art of wooing is coming to a close. And next week, we are going to be discussing a very important topic. Cuffing season is ending. Valentine's Day is
yes.
over. The post-holiday blues.
Exactly. Well, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. We look forward to seeing you all next week.
Do not
Okay,
get KFC
great.
or McDonald's for your partners. Do not. No, don't do it.